Most people don't understand what modernity is. So they ask questions like, is Islam opposed to modernity? And they think that modernity is just like having like iPhones, right? Like it's just like having like cars, right? They're like, oh, you guys want to take us back to riding horses and camels. It's ridiculous. If that's what modernity is, then no, Islam is not against modernity. It's not against technological progress in and of itself. However, that's not what modernity is. Okay, modernity is not just having gadgets. Okay, modernity is the relationships between ethics and values and technology that produces those iPhones and also pollutes the ocean. That's what modernity is. Modernity is being able to have nuclear power plants and wiping out Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That's what modernity is. You can't take one half of it without the other. You can't take the gadgets and the quote-unquote progress without the dark side of it, which is the lack of morality that is fundamentally, epistemically tied to these technological innovations. Don't think that that if we didn't have this exact system right now, that we wouldn't have any technological innovation. Yes, we would, but maybe it would be within a moral system that nobody would dare to create something like an atomic bomb or dare to pollute the ocean in the way that we have as, animals ingesting plastics and microplastics everywhere and endocrine disruptors in all the waters, right? So that's what modernity actually is, and Islam is completely against it. Islam is completely against it because Islam refuses to separate the moral from the scientific or the moral from the knowledge. Once you separate those two things, and that is a fundamental and essential part of real modernity, once you separate those two things, you're off the chain. You're off the chain. There's nothing tethering you, whether it's culture, whether it's technological process. All you're going to do is get better and better and better at, yes, providing comforts, but also killing people, but also destroying species and the earth. Islam is completely against that. Islam believes that all knowledge has to be tied back towards values. All knowledge has to be within a moral sort of system. Knowing is an act of morality. And there are some things that's literally immoral to know. So in that sense, Islam is extremely against modernity.